Okay, guys, so welcome to this episode. So, in this episode, we are looking at how we can achieve end to end data segmentation with Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN. So, in Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN, what in MPLS technology or MPLS design we are going to have as the CE in Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN, we are going to have something that we call the V edge. So the V edge is going to act in our scenario as the P that we saw in the MPLS setup. So that's the provider edge, in the sense that the goal is to actually maintain end-to-end data segmentation. So wherever we are doing co-location, wherever our core device is sitting, right, we are going to have clients connected to it. So we're going to have clients connected to it. And for each customer, so for example, um, for customer A is going to be in a service side VPN, which is any VPN other than 0 and 512. In Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN, VPN 0 is by default used for transport. And then we have 512, which is used for um, out of bound management, right? So within these VPN numbers, we can use VPN 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to a very large number for service side VPNs. And these service side VPNs is going to act as our, let's say, VRF, or let's say a tunnel for the client's traffic. So, for example, we have our V edge, right? Obviously, to be talking to our SD-WAN controller cloud, where we have the vBond, manage, and smart. So let's not focus on that one for now. So once we establish connectivity through the MPLS fabric, we're going to have IPsec tunnels all over between our V edges. So by default, SD-WAN will form, or let's say the V edges or the WAN edges will form a full mesh topology. So we're going to have IPsec tunnels running between all the VH routers or devices. And between this IPsec tunnel, so as you can see, we have SD-WAN IPsec tunnel. Is going to bundle all these service side VPNs. So SD-WAN also uses labels, okay, to forward traffic between the various V edges. That's as we discussed in the MPLS technology. So that label is basically going to help us to forward traffic within the it's the SD-WAN fabric. We are going to have labels for these service side VPNs. So service side VPNs are the VPNs that we can use for customer routing. So in a nutshell, we are going to have a label to a label from this particular VH all the way to this side. Then when it gets to the other VH, it's going to forward the traffic on the VPN for the service side. So as you can see, we have VPN 1, VPN 2, VPN 3, all within the IPsec tunnel in the SD-WAN fabric. And by default, since we are using SD-WAN is using full mesh topology for the WAN edges, all these data is being segmented across the SD-WAN fabric and sent to every one edge, or every one edge, it will establish an IPsec tunnel with. So let's say if you have IPsec tunnel between VHA and VHB, once we have VPN1 here, obviously we are going to have VPN1 traffic over here. So data can flow through VPN1 all the way to VPN1 on the other location. Same applies to VPN2 and then the VPN2 as well. So the more we add service-side VPNs, all we have to do is to create a corresponding VPN for whichever site we want to actually forward that particular traffic from. So let's say we have, so in our case, as the small ISP, so let's say tier 3 ISP, okay? So we have our V edge sitting here, okay? And then customer A came with a request for us to ensure connectivity branch to branch for them. So we have customer A, have another V edge sitting here, customer A. The same thing applies to here, customer A, okay? So what we're going to do is that we give customer A on this one edge, let's say VPN 1. So on this same, let's say one edge in this location, we give VPN 1. And this same location for, let's say, 1. So let's say one edge 3, here is 2, and then here is 1. So we also create another VPN 1. Now, when IPsec tunnel is formed, right? So there's going to be IPsec tunnel to here, 1 to here, and then 1 over to here. So once we have the IPsec tunnel formed in our SD-WAN fabric, VPN routes from this server-side VPN, which is VPN 1 for customer A, is automatically going to be advertised through our SD-WAN fabric. So we will end up having routes from service VPN 1 over here, and then up here because we have data segmentation. So this is basically what we call end-to-end data segmentation, okay? So we have data from here being segmented across the SD-WAN fabric all the way to here and vice versa. And also from one edge 1 to one edge 2 because we have VPN 1 over there. So we have data segmentation happening from this device all the way to this device. So for us, we have VH, or let's say we have VPN1 configured, we are going to receive routes for VPN1 across the SD-WAN fabric automatically, unless we define centralized control policies to influence the traffic. We will get there, but in the meantime, this is how we can use SD-WAN to mimic the VRF, or let's say the BGP VPN v4 technology in MPLS, to also achieve the same goal by providing end-to-end connectivity for our customer A, who came with a request that they want end-to-end connectivity through our tier 3 ISP so that they can continue to do business with us. Thank you for watching this video, and in my next video, we are going to start setting up the SD-WAN lab.